Alright, here's my second video. For those of you who are not in the Illuminati and who are not in the Masonic Lodge, which they're both one and the same, I've used the two words interchangeably. Here's why we're having all these mass shootings in this country. Right now, right under your nose, there is a covert war going on in this country, in the USA. We are at war. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to find out tonight. The Masonic Lodge, which no matter what state, no matter what city, no matter what town you go to, there is a Masonic Lodge everywhere you go. Because this society makes up about, the Masonic Lodge, or Masons make up about, I want to say 50% of society. But honestly, it feels like 90%. And the Masonic Lodge basically is the where people are recruited into the Illuminati. And so there is massive psychological warfare going on in this country right now. And there is a program, the CIA, the FBI, Homeland Security, and even the police are part of the Masonic Lodge. The Masons have infiltrated, they have infiltrated all aspects of our government. And they are targeting Christians. It's called covert, organized stalking. That's what it is. A lot of these mass shootings that you see happening on the news, not all of them, but many of them, are a result of the Illuminati, the government, the Masonic Lodge, picking out individuals and then stalking them and harassing them everywhere they go in such a way that the everyday average Joe cannot perceive what is happening. If you are what's called a targeted individual and you're being stalked and harassed by the Masonic Lodge, Illuminati, what happens is they hit you with the same thing repeatedly. Where, for example, you go shopping, and no matter where you go, you are mobbed by a group of people. Or you pull into an empty parking lot, and within seconds it fills up with cars. No matter where you go, it doesn't matter where you go. Or you'll be having a phone conversation in your house, let's say at 2 a.m., and there'll be nobody else in the house, right? But the next day you'll be out shopping, and then the guy behind you is pretending to have a conversation with somebody else, and they're talking about the exact same thing you were on the phone discussing in the privacy of your home. These are just a few examples. And in some cases, depending on who you are and how bad they want you, they will actually send people to assault you, start fights, create altercations. And so a lot of people who have been targeted by this illegal criminal cult. It's a cult. It's not even a mafia. It's a satanic cult. They were not able to navigate the situation, or they didn't know what was going on. They didn't understand why it was happening, and they reacted in a way that basically they went on a mass shooting to kill their stalkers, right? And this is why, if you're a targeted individual and you're being followed around, the stalkers are afraid of you. They are afraid of the target because they don't know when you're going to snap. All right? These are the same people that are faking all these other shootings. Some of the shootings are done by targeted individuals, right? They can't fake. The crisis actors, which are basically people from the Masonic Lodge, the crisis actors cannot fake every shooting, or else eventually people will find out. They need a couple shootings here now and then that look legit, right? And that's where the targeted individuals come in. They will follow you around everywhere you go, get you fired from your job, destroy your relationships. And it's called covert harassment. I will include proof of this, and a link in the description box, okay? A lot of these mass shootings are being provoked by the Masonic Lodge in collaboration with the FBI and your local law enforcement. It's called the FOP, Fraternal Order of Police. Your law enforcement has been infiltrated by the Masons, by the Illuminati, okay? And all these agencies are working together to create these mass shootings by harassing a particular individual until they lose their mind, until they get so angry, because there's no justice. When you're a target, there's no justice. There's nowhere you can go. Nobody will believe you. Nobody cares. And that's the whole point. They can say you're crazy, right? If you try to report it to the cops will say, have you had a mental evaluation lately? There's nowhere you can go. And so some people, they don't know what to do, right? So they react by shooting their stalkers. And so that's why, and then you'll hear about this shooting on the news as a random act of violence. We don't know why little Timmy went on a shooting. He had a relationship. He had a job. Well, little Timmy went on a shooting because he was being harassed every day by the Illuminati, right? They singled him out and carried out 24/7 psychological warfare against him, right? And just go on Google, go on YouTube, go anywhere and type up targeted individual. Type up organized harassment, right? This country, it's not just happening in the USA. This is happening worldwide, okay? This country is under occupation right now. We are at war. It's covert war. Proof is in the description box. In the description box will be a legal affidavit written by ex-FBI chief Ted Gunderson, who was murdered shortly after releasing that document. Because that document, it's the nail in the coffin, right? It's a tool for people like me to use to show people like you who have no idea what the hell is going on in this country that this is real and this is happening, and you read that document and you can't say I'm crazy. So that's why a lot of these mass shootings, you have Myron May, you have I believe it was the shipyard shooting. There's 3 I know of that were done by people who were targeted by the Masons. You know, the police will harass you. Even the freaking mailman will participate. They do little things here and there. Your mail will be opened, right? Or it'll be redirected. Or every time you get home, the mailman's right there pretending to drop off your mail. Every day at the exact same time. And everywhere you go, there's a freaking mailman, right? Little stuff like that. Little, and then some people who don't know what's going on, it scares them. Or they have what's called same time entrance, same time exit. Now, at the beginning of the video, we discussed how a majority of society is in the Masonic Lodge. If you're in a lodge, this is a requirement. You have to participate. They call it the game, G-A-M-E, or the white glove treatment, or the slow dagger, or the silent dagger. The FBI, or the CIA calls it Operation Weeping Angel. The FBI calls it COINTELPRO. All right? So everybody's got their own little cute nickname for it. I call it organized satanic cult harassment. And so all these Masons that you're surrounded by all the time are participating in the harassment. Whether it's the mailman, whether it's the guy at the cash register, your name is on a list that is distributed to every Mason that lives in that city or town. And when you go to a new city, if you go to a new city or a new town, like I said at the beginning of the video, there is a Masonic lodge in every city and in every town. You will be basically, no matter where you go, the organized harassment will follow you until either they kill you, or you wind up in prison, or a mental institution, or you kill yourself, or you go on a mass shooting, whatever. Right? If you don't have Jesus, we're living in the freaking end times. This is Revelations, and everybody is asleep. Everybody's asleep. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody is under mass mind control right now. Mass mind control. And if you don't have God, if you don't have Jesus Christ, and this is happening to you, you are not going to survive. You're not going to make it. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your mind. Or you're going to sell out to the lodge. Who knows? So, yeah. Again, Myron May was a targeted individual. There's 2 other names I can't think of right now. I actually have a screenshot of it on my other phone. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And I think I got it. No, I guess not. Never mind. Well, anyways, I'm not going to waste time. That's what's happening in society. If you're a Christian, and I don't mean a fake Christian, if you're a real Christian, not a phony Christian, not the kind of Christian that took the vaccine, not the kind of Christian that wears a mask, not the kind of Christian that supports gay marriage or abortion or voted for Joe Biden. No, a real Christian. If you are vocal, if you are influential, if you do your research and you have wisdom and knowledge and Jesus is in your heart, they will go after you. Remember, there's only going to be a very few remnant of Christians in the end times. Go to any church. Take a good look around at the people there. The chances are, none of them are going to be raptured up. None of them are going to make it to heaven. Very few remnant means just that. Only a very few amount of people are going to be raptured up into heaven. In fact, it might be so little that you probably wouldn't even notice it if you weren't paying attention. So you're not going to wake up one day and just millions of Christians are gone. No, it's just going to be a few people here and there. And all you fake-ass, lukewarm Christians are going to be left behind because you've been under mind control this whole time. Your fake Masonic Lodge pastor had led you down the wrong path, and you care more about popularity, and you care more about being accepted and fitting in and not offending people, and that's why you are going to be left behind. So, I digress. A lot of these mass shootings are being done, are being orchestrated by your own government to take away your guns. Right? The very government that wants to take your guns is creating the shootings to use as an excuse to take your guns because they want to freaking kill everybody. Just, how crazy. We live in a crazy, crazy, crazy time. Oh my gosh. The government's going to do very bad things to you. If they ever get your guns, they're going to do very bad things to you. Very bad things. So yeah, that's what's happening. I will include, I got more information on this. I got way more information on this. If you're a Christian, if you expose government corruption, if you don't conform, if you do not conform to society, to the fake news, I call it the hive mind. If you don't conform, they're going to target you. But you know what? I wouldn't want to be anywhere else or anything else. I'm glad they're targeting me. I want to live in reality. I don't want to take the blue pill and be plugged back into the matrix and go back to sleep and live the rest of my life, basically believing a lie. I'd rather be going through what I've been through and knowing that I see reality for what it is, and to be awake and to escape the mind control. You guys have no idea what's going on in reality. And it's a blessing to be able to see reality for what it is and to not be plugged into the matrix, to take the red pill. Jesus Christ is Lord. He's coming back real soon. And the Illuminati Masons, we're going to make you our bitch. Your time is really short. Really short. You sold your soul for nothing. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.